Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Disruptive Education provided to us by Dr. Sunita Gandhi of Lucknow, of GETI. It's a fantastic platform where we meet and interact with educators from India and all over the world. And we've had uh, more than 400 speakers interacting with us. And today we have with us once again Mr. Lakshya Chhabaria. He's the managing director of SR Capital Public School in New Delhi. It's a high performing, affordable public school and has the second place all India in affordable schools. He is a BTech and an LLB, very varied subjects he's taken up, and he's also a BA. He is the president of the Affordable Private Schools Association, APSA of India, since 2018, and he has raised relevant concerns with the government of NCT Delhi, the CBSC, and the DCPCR, and filed several writ petitions in the High Court. He is a founder member of NISA, the National Independent Schools Alliance. It is an association of 60,000 schools all over India. He won the Leadership Award in 2018 by Project Education. And today he will be talking to us on child psychology, actually aspects of child psychology relevant to education. Thank you, sir. Welcome. And
Thank
over
you,
to you.
thank you, thank you, Mr. Pradeep Mal sir, for giving such a wonderful introduction of mine. Also, I want to give my gratitude to Global Education and Training Institute and its founder, Mrs. Sunita Gandhi, for giving me an opportunity to speak at this disruptive education moment. I am blissful to become part of this global movement because through this movement, we are sharing the wisdom and knowledge to the masses and making a big difference in the life of our future generations. We are all educators and we are evolved ourselves to deal with these challenges of pandemic. We are doing things which have been never done before, like taking online classes, sessions. Some of the speakers on Getty have shared the rare and the important information which have been viewed millions. Getty has become world's biggest platform of speakers with diverse domain and experience such as child psychology, development, pedagogy, skill development and many more. Therefore, it is my honor to deliver my talk on Getty. I will try my best to make it easy for common man to understand. Today, I will be speaking on one of the most important subject of our life, which is child psychology. This is the important subject, and I will give my best efforts to keep it simple for everyone. The psychology deals with the development of human beings. We are constantly evolving and purpose of evolution is to make ourselves independent. There is a saying, today is better than yesterday. Tomorrow will be better than today. Therefore, we always need to focus on our development as a human being to become best version of ourselves. Unfortunately, our Indian parents not used to give importance to child psychology in the pre-digital era because at that time there was no need to give such kind of mental and emotional counseling to our children. I am talking about life before 2000 in 1920, sorry, 1990 and 80s. The children used to live in their joint families They used to play, learn, and eat food together from their brothers and sisters. There was a peer learning and family bonding at that time that plays a major role in the all round development of the children. Also, expectations of the parents were low at that time. Now, every parent want their children to become number one. So, how can everyone become number one? The rat race begins, and competition to become best is making us worse. आपने कई बार सुना होगा कि पेरेंट्स हमेशा कहते रहते हैं कि वो अपने पेरेंट्स की आंखों से डरते थे। आजकल के बच्चों ने डरना छोड़ दिया है, शर्म नहीं करते हैं। एट दैट टाइम फियर वाज द ड्राइविंग फोर्स टू मेक आवर चिल्ड्रन डिसिप्लिन्ड। We lived in the slavery of Britishers or Mughals or any other ruler, which used force to control masses, make people fearful of the ruler, which was the best way to control the people. In the same way, parents want to discipline their children through fear. Now, the time has changed. We are living in the digital world. Our priorities have been changed. We want creative children who can imagine, express themselves to make this world a better place to live. पहले स्कूल के मास्टर जी का डंडा चलता था। अब राइट टू एजुकेशन एक्ट आने के बाद कॉर्पोरल पनिशमेंट हैज बीन बैंड। टीचर्स के लिए क्लासरूम मैनेजमेंट और पढ़ाना डिफिकल्ट हो गया by the old way of dealing with children. Now, I want to say to the teachers that they have to develop new mechanism to manage classroom and learning atmosphere. There are many ways through which a teacher can manage the classroom without using a stick. The teachers have already doing their best of their efforts to evolve in a better educator. The teacher need to change the belief system of the children and themselves instead of asking the child to change its behavior. This can only be done through emotional connect. The teachers need to understand the reason behind the child's behavior, and this gives his or her best efforts to alter the belief system of a child. Teachers, please pay attention here what I am saying. Making connection with your students is the key to change the belief system of a child. We need to do things in the classroom so that learning may become easy and fun for your children. Child psychology is very vast subject which cannot be completed in 1 hour or half an hour talk. This child psychology deals with the prenatal child to the adolescence of a child, which is up to 18 years of age. The new education policy gives sufficient importance to the child psychology to cater the present needs and the future need of our children. New education policy has given a framework in accordance with the child psychology. NEP has break down existing structure of 10 plus 2 in 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4. The foundation course of 5 years of early childhood care education for the children of 3 to 8 years. In this course, kids learn to read. The child used to learn different alphabets of the language and basic arithmetic skills. The preparatory course of pre-primary for the age of 8 to 11 years. This is the 3 year course for from third class onwards. In this age, child read to learn. This means child used to learn different subjects such as social science from this age of 8 year onwards. The middle course for 11 to 14 years of children, the coding and multiple language have been introduced at this age. Secondary courses of 4 year for the children of 14 to 18 years, which deals with the present and the future need of the society. The curriculum is designed in accordance with the children psychology. The purpose of education is to develop our children a confident and independent human being. In the initial years of our age, the child is dependent on his or her mother, and gradually the child start becoming independent in the teenage, in the adult age also. The child become rebellious. This is very crucial age, the teenage I am talking about. The child do not want to follow rules, parents, and love the company of his friends. The child used to boast in front of friend to become super. This may cause to develop bad habits in them. Therefore, it is advised to the parents to be cautious in this age and always try to connect with their children so that they do not involve in any bad habit. Strong nations are built on the strong foundations of education system. I'm sure in the next decade we will make our country's education system best in the world. There is a huge gap in the quality of teachers. Therefore, Government of India introduced CTET to upgrade the existing and aspirant teachers in the year 2011. CTET has two papers, 1 and 2. Both papers have weightage of 30 marks for child development. This covers major portion of child development. And I'm very happy and satisfied that CTET has raised the standard of our teachers and increased the understanding of child psychology among schools and teachers and to fulfill the future needs of our children. We are living in the digital world where our newborn children used to learn from digital devices such as mobile, smartphone, TV, laptop, tablet, etc. Their screen time is very high. There are studies which shows that urban children are spending 7 to 9 hours on digital devices and rural kids used to spend 3 to 4 hours per day. I want to make it very clear that I am not against the digital devices or any technology, but the problem lies in the digital devices that they make us addicted. They make us slave of digital devices. We become disconnected with our family, friends, food, physical activity, all the things. They are affecting us very badly. We want them day and night. There must be some limit or guidance to reduce the screen time. This is affecting our brain function. The media which we watch in the bedtime, the brain process them in the night in our dreams. This makes our sleep shorter and we lack of deep sleep. This act disturb our body metabolism. I'm giving one example how the screen time affects our body. The less sleep increases our desire for the higher calorie food. Also, it disturbs our brain function. This may lead to loss of attention and loss of memory and decrease sensory functions. Therefore, psychologists advise not to watch any media at least 2 hours before the bedtime. If our children are watching or playing violent games such as PUBG and etc., this makes our child violent and aggressive. The tendency of bullying is developing in our children, so we need to address on these issues. ADHD is very common in schools. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. The child is hyperactive, not able to make friends, always fights, impulsive behavior. The child do not sit idle at one place. They are always talkative in the class. They are full of energy. They shake their legs and hands in the class. Therefore, these are the symptoms of the ADHD child. The teachers and the students flag these children as notorious children of the class. This becomes very unfortunate for the child, and the child has been left out of the class. Here comes the role of the teacher to identify the hyperactive child and ask the parents to visit psychologists to deal with these issues. The parents do not accept that their child needs a psychologist. This is a visiting a psychologist is a taboo in the mind of parent. There is a hitch in the mind of parent that their children do not need a psychologist because of their conditions and belief. If these issues are not addressed properly, then the child may develop suicidal or killing tendency, or they may develop a bad habit, or they can go to the wrong direction. What parents need to do? They need to keep check on their children, their behavior. Parents need to spend quality time with their children, connect emotionally with them. If a parent finds something suspicious or wrong is going on with the child, then they must visit the psychologist. In this way, they can resolve the issue and bring the balance in the life of the child. At SR Capital Public School, we have started a program, Life is Beautiful. We are working together to balance the emotional quotient of our children. Our purpose is to help our children. My partner, Dr. Shailendra God, he was the director of one of the engineering college, and he was also my professor in the college where I did my engineering. We are connecting with the children by doing small and easy mindful exercise such as breathing, gratitude, forgiveness, and identifying their life vision, understanding the purpose of life. We have developed this program in modules such as I love myself, I love my family and school, learning the way of life, learning the purpose of life. So, therefore, I invite everyone to connect with us so that we can take sessions for your children. Our purpose is to make the life of our children beautiful. We shall be happy to help everyone. I invite everyone to join for this movement. We will scale up this program in other schools also. And I thank you, Pradeep ji and Sunita Gandhi ji, for giving me opportunity to speak on the platform of GETI. Now I am my talk is over, and if there is any question, viewers can ask Pradeep ji if you
Sir,
have
how
any
has,
question.
thank you for a very knowing talk. Um, what are the psychological effects nowadays on children when they've been locked down for 7 months and are being educated or being reached out to via electronic media, Zoom
See,
basically?
yeah. See, we all are humans. We humans is a psychological animals, and we all want social connections. And social connections are meant by meeting physically. Now we are learning. We are using Zoom and online. This is making depression. This is building depression among the children, and we hope our regular school will open soon, and we will address the depression and the stress which has been built up in our children. So there is no other way because we all love humans. We all love to play with our friends. We all love to eat. We all love to sing. We all love to study together. Children are missing their school. It has been 7 months. Children are at home. So I think the time will pass and the good days will come, and we definitely cope up with this depression or mental stress which has been built up in this COVID period.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
What are the steps you have taken for when your school will finally open to ensure safety of the children? It's a slightly away from this, but I'll link it up later.
We will, first of all the sanitization work is going on in the school, and there will be strict guidelines for the students. proper thermometer, for proper temperature check, and all the students will come in the mask, and we will break the classroom into two groups, and
Okay,
we
sir.
will invite them. We have evolved. We have invented odd even. Delhi has invented the odd even formula. So we will we will we will bring our we will give classes to our children in odd even way.
Okay. Now, what do you think the psychological impact will be on the children of all this?
Uh, See, there will be a depression. I have already said that there will be depression and stress which has been built up on the students, and also there is a habit of when the students used to come in the school, the habit of coming school and making themselves clean and dressed up. Discipline was there in their life. Now their children are at home. Discipline has been lost. So bringing them back to discipline will be a major effort we have to make on the we have to make major special effort to bring our children back to discipline.
Thank you, Lakshya,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
for being with us again. Always a
Thank
pleasure to
you.
host you.
Thank you, sir.
And,
It's my pleasure.
and once again, thanks to Dr. Sunita Gandhi for having
Thank
provided us
you.
this excellent format of interacting with educationists from India and all over the world. Thank you. Good
Thank
evening
you.
and good night.
Good evening. Thank you.